And we back talking sports. So, so the Warriors have been looking better. They got a great win last night, or was it the night before? Might have been the night before. They got a great win. They absolutely were shooting the blood out the ball, bro. Absolutely, like, you know what I'm saying? They was getting busy. Simple as that. Yeah, it was last night. So the Warriors, they've been playing some really good basketball, bro. They've been playing some really good basketball the last couple of games. I don't watch them. Um, yeah, they've been playing some really good basketball. Uh, Will Richard has been pretty good all season. 9 points, plus 36. The plus and minus numbers is insane. You know what I'm saying? The plus minus numbers are insane. So Will Richard was 3 of 5 with 60% from the field, all threes, 9 points. He had the highest plus minus on the team. Um, Jimmy Butler had 19, 6 assists, 8 rebounds, 2 steals. Quentin Post was really big. He was really good. Everybody shot good from three, except for like Guy Santos. Pat Spencer. I can believe Pat Spencer is, well, the Anthony Melton probably gonna end up starting, but Pat Spencer has been cooking. I'm not even gonna lie. He has been playing very good. The turnovers is what's killing me though. He turned the ball over too much for me. But he was 6 of 10, 12 points. He was a plus 30. He had 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Um, Moses Moody shot the ball well. He had 11 points. DeAnthony Melton was really good off the bench, 13 points. Brandon Pajinski, just like I told y'all, is better off the bench. Like I told y'all, bro. Brandon Pajinski is phenomenal off the bench. Brandon Pajinski is like a six man. Like Brandon Pajinski is literally like a six man. Like if I'm being real, like he's a literal six man. That's when he's at his best, bro. Um, he had 21 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. Led the team in scoring, led the team in assists, and he led the team in rebounding. Him and Jimmy. So have a night, Brandon Pajinski led the team in points, assists, and rebounding. And steals. Man, points, rebounds, assists, and steals, Brandon Pajinski. Do your thing, boy. Do your thing, man. We shot 50% from the field, 47% from three. And I think the Warriors, though, they do need a trade. I think they should be in the Trey Murphy business. They should be in the Giannis business. They should be in the Lori marketing would be perfect for them. Absolutely perfect for them. I think Lori marketing would be perfect for them. But it remains to be seen because the young Dubs have been playing very, very well, bro. Very, very well. Man, Kaminga is gonna be gone, man. You know Kaminga finna be up out of there, bro. You know Kaminga is finna be up out of there. Um, yeah. Kaminga basically, bro, is injured, but he has not been playing well. He was like 1 of 10 his last game. Um, we have all our young talent, and I'm just not sure that, you know what I'm saying, like Jonathan Minga got a DNP. It's just time. I mean, Post, he starts though. He don't start all the time, but he starts for sure. And also, the lineup of Pat Spencer, Guy Santos, Moses Moody, DeAnthony Melton, and Pods. No, was it? It was it? It was Will Richard, Post, Pat Spencer, Guy Santos, and Was it that? No, it was DeAnthony Melton, Moses Moody, Quentin Post, Pods, and DeAnthony Melton. I think that's what it was. That lineup, I need to see more of, bro. I need to see. We gonna get there, Gideon. I'm talking about, but that would be amazing. I need to see more of that lineup. That Moses Moody, DeAnthony Melton, Pat Spencer. What's Pat Spencer in? Yeah, Pat Spencer. Fuck it. Y'all heard the five I just said. I can't remember exactly who the five was, but I know it was Moses Moody, Guy Santos, DeAnthony Melton, Quentin Post, and I think Pat Spencer was the five. I need to see more of that. And then they had another lineup where it was DeAnthony Melton, Moses Moody, Will Richard, Jimmy Butler, and Post. I need to see more of that. Yeah. So it was Pat Spencer, Guy Santos, Moses Moody, DeAnthony Melton, and Pods. That was the five. They did a really good job, bro. A really good job shooting the ball, defending. We held the Chicago Bulls to 36% shooting and 27% from three. Chicago is one of the best 3-point shooting teams, and we held them to 36% shooting. The last few games, the Golden State has looked like one of the best defensive teams in the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Been just looking absolutely dominant, bro. So, man, big shout out to the Young Dubs for winning. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Steve Kerr, got to give you your love, man. You did a good job, man. I can't even be mad at you. But I agree with my boy Buki. Draymond at the center is not going to cut it, which is why Post does start, but it is matchup dependent, though. Sometimes Al Horford, they try to start him. Other times is Quentin Post. I think they should start TJD there sometimes. I think it should be Quentin Post or TJD starting at the center. Like, Draymond should not play any center, but that's just me. But let's move on. As you know, the Pistons are 19-5. 19-5. I actually found this article on Pistons Powered. Of course, it was about MPJ. So the article basically says the NBA trade deadline is still 2 months away, but that hasn't stopped the rumors from heating up around the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons have been connected to players like Lauri Markkanen for months, and recently Giannis Antetokounmpo, but their best option could be Michael Porter Jr., which I agree. It seems unlikely that the Pistons would gut their team to offer the type of package it would take to pry Markkanen or Giannis off their respective teams. Correct? We are not giving up no damn Asar Thompson for no damn Lauri Markkanen. I'm sorry. We're not doing that. Y'all can call the Pelicans recently, possibly in hopes of dealing for Trey Murphy. So I was right. The Pistons. What did I tell y'all? What did I say a couple days ago? I said any smart person that know with a half a brain that knows that Troy Weaver is over there, Joe Dumars is over there, Trajan Lanning used to work for New Orleans Pelicans. They could work out a sweet deal. We may not have to give up a whole bunch of stuff. My guy, you are watching me, bro. You saying I don't know about basketball, but you're watching me, bro. You watching me, gang. You talking about I don't know nothing about basketball, but your trash ass watching me with a bum ass, and you can't have 1,000 subscribers. You can't start your own channel and make 1,000 subscribers with people actually wanting to hear you talk about basketball. You're a nothing. You're a nobody. You're watching me, not the other way around. You using your Wi-Fi, you using your 4G, your 5G to watch me, buddy. Now shut your ass up and get the fuck off my channel, bum. Now, before I had to cook a dummy, before I had to cook a dummy, let me finish what I was doing. The Pistons were reportedly scouting the Pelicans recently, possibly in hopes of dealing for Trey Murphy, who would provide the shooting they need and is on a relatively team-friendly deal. But he, too, would likely cost a fortune players and picks. I don't agree with that. I don't think they understand that the relationship between us and who's over there with the New Orleans Pelicans. Move on to another option in Michael Porter Jr., whose price tag will reportedly be lower than the three players mentioned because of his expensive contract. There's also a fact that the Nets are trying to tank this season, and MPJ's breakout year isn't helping their case, and he has single-handedly won them several games. He's averaging career high, so it's the same thing they did with Dennis Schroeder last year. Dennis Schroeder was balling out too hard, and they like, hey, we got to get rid of this nigga, bro. We trying to tank. And they're going to do the same thing with him. As he has single-handedly won them several games, he's averaging career highs in just about everything, shooting the lights out and looking more like the superstar people thought he was going to come out of the draft than the role player on the Nuggets. But should be the Pistons be interested, and what would he cost? On paper, MPJ is pretty much everything the Pistons are looking for, as he's a tall forward who can shoot and will be a massive upgrade from Tobias Harris offensively. The defense is probably, but Harris would have an edge when it comes to intangibles. He's a veteran leader, and MPJ is not. Let's face it, Porter Jr. is known as a bit of a head case, but the Pistons, no, he's not. What are you talking? Who is writing this? You don't know that man. I don't know that man. Nobody knows that man to call him no head case or nothing. And given the state of the rebuild, the Nets would be not to trade MPJ while his value is at its peak. But what exactly does that mean? MPJ is owed $38 million, so any trade will likely have to start with Tobias Harris. I'm actually fine with that. Who is on a big expiring contract and would be needed to match salaries. My guess is that Jaden Ivey would be the prospect the Pistons will offer. Nope. That's definitely not who they offering. That's definitely not who they're offering. If we do offer some people, it might be Tobias Harris. It might be Karis LeVert too. Might be Tobias Harris or Karis LeVert or Marcus Sasser. And then a pick or two. So, Pistons have no guarantee of keeping him past this season anyway. So if they're going to lose him, I don't know what he's talking about. One thing to consider is that MPJ is doing this on a bad team. Yeah, a bunch of bull. But I actually, like I said, I don't hate it. You know what I'm saying? I really don't hate it, actually. But we got to see if we can actually get it and how much we're going to actually give up. But yeah, so MPJ I think would be very good for us. But if he's costing too much, then that's not happening. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we can make this move, because I believe this is the only move I really want to make. Either this or Trey Murphy. I personally would like Trey Murphy more than Michael Porter Jr. I think he's a better defender. I think he's younger. You know what I'm saying? It fits our timeline better. You know, so that's just my opinion. I actually think Tobias is better defender than Michael Porter Jr. He's a better defender, and I think he's more of a he probably would be. But Michael Porter Jr. has been a role player on a championship team. I will give him that. But if I'm being real, I would much rather probably take Trey Murphy. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So now, Pistons versus Knicks, ECF. That is my prediction. I think after a quarter of the season, I can finally, you know what I'm saying, say that. I wasn't sure. I didn't know who the Eastern Conference Finals would be. I said the Pistons and somebody else, Cleveland, or nobody, but now I know who the other team. I think it's gonna be the Pistons and the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. Something is just telling me like the tension is brewing between Knicks and Pistons fans. Knicks fans always running their mouth on Twitter when the Pistons lose. We talking about them when they lose. We talking about the January 5th matchup. That's going to be a big matchup. You know what I'm saying? And I think those are the two best teams in the Eastern Conference. The Raptors have been getting exposed the last few games. Cleveland is falling off a cliff. If I'm being real, the Knicks just beat Orlando, but Franz Wagner got hurt, and I didn't know that. But honestly, I think that it's either the Knicks or Boston that's the third best team. It's either the Knicks or Boston as the third best team. I would say at the moment right now, I think Boston might be a little bit better than the Knicks. Yeah, I think Boston might be a little bit better than the Knicks. So I would say Boston number 3. I would say Boston number 2, then the Knicks, then Orlando, then probably the Hawks. I'd say those are the top 5 teams. But I think the Pistons and the Knicks probably going to be the Eastern Conference Finals. Or Pistons and Boston. But I think Pistons in the 7-game series, I think eventually the Knicks will end up beating Boston. But I think, it's going to be the Pistons and the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. I wouldn't have it any other way, personally. I think that would be a great matchup. You know what I'm saying? An absolute barn burner. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe. This has been Uncut NBA Talk. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cooper Flag and Dallas Mavericks, they look a lot better. Cooper Flag has been hooping. I want to give y'all his stats in the last, 5 games? Before I get out of here. Cooper Flag last 10 games. Cooper Flag last 10 games, he's been averaging 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists on 51% shooting. He's shooting 51% from the field. His 3-point shot is down, though. But he's averaging about 5 free throws. He's shooting 85% from the free throw line. Yeah, he hooping, man. He's definitely hooping. Yes, they have. Yeah. So he's averaging 20 points. If you want to be technical, 19.7 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 3.3 assists in the last 10 games. And that's not even showing his defensive versatility to be able to guard guards. Now, he don't make the play every time, but his ability to guard guards and be able to, rim protect, and guard fours too. I believe he can guard 1 through 5. or at least at this moment, I believe he can guard 1 through 4. I've seen him guard guards and wings. I think he could definitely, at the worst, he can guard 1 through 3. At the worst, he can guard at least 3 positions. Yeah, and now he's in his rightful position. And I'm gonna tell you the biggest reasons for you know what I'm saying, his success. Two of the biggest reasons for his success. Number one, he's finally playing his rightful position, the forward, the wing position, where he should have been at, not the point forward position. If you wanted him to be more of a point forward, you put him at the forward spot and allow him to play his natural position. Number two, Ryan Nembhard. Ryan Nembhard. They finally got it through their head to let this dude start. I've been watching him, and I watched him in summer league with Cooper Flag and everything, and was wondering where he was at. Shout out to my boy Straight to the Point. You know what I'm saying? Sports ENT. Go subscribe to my boy channel. You know what I'm saying? Definitely one of the few content creators I support. You know what I'm saying? You know me. I don't really rock with a lot of people. I don't go on people's platforms and stuff. I stay where I'm at. But he one of the few I definitely support. So go shout out to my boy Straight to the Point. But yeah, Cooper Flag has been very good. Very good. You know what I'm saying? Averaging 26 and 3 in the last 10 games. You can't ask no more than that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see about the last 5 games, because he's been cooking for a minute. But I know these last 3-4 games, he been looking a little different. You know what I'm saying? He been looking a little different. I appreciate it. In the last 5 games, he's averaging 23 points, 6 rebounds on 55% shooting. So he definitely hooping, 1 steal and 1 block as well. He's definitely a steal, bro. And we try to tell them like Cooper Flag is literally a 3, bro. He's literally a 3 or a 4. However you want him, depending on the matchup. He can play the 3, he can play the 4. Shit, he could play the 2. If you want him to do that. Honestly, like if you put him at, he can create for others, but that's not when he's at his best. That's not what he's supposed to be doing at his best. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I really had today, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Who y'all think going to the finals? I got Pistons, OKC in the finals. You know, why not us? So yeah, I got the Pistons and OKC in the finals. And that's just what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think though in the comment section. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Shout out my brother Gideon. Shout out Straight to the Point. Go subscribe to my brother. And I need y'all to get this to 10 likes if y'all want me to I need y'all to get this to 10 likes if y'all want me to start going on platforms in 2026. I know I had a few people say go on this channel, go on that channel. But if y'all want me to start going on other channels and, you know what I'm saying, debating and cooking folks and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, put it in the comment section. I'll read it and y'all, you know what I'm saying, choose the person or get this video to that person. You know what I'm saying? Choose the person and I'll reach out to them or I'll go on their platform. Y'all let me know, man. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.